Okay, we're just gonna dive into your cranial nerves. Okay, we're also gonna talk about your meninges and the cerebral spinal fluid, how it circulates, the structure of your meninges, and how that works. And I hope we get to some more tonight of the autonomic nervous system and some developmental aspects of the nervous system. But we'll see. Okay, so we've learned a lot about the brain and the nervous system. But we didn't talk about the cranial nerves. There's 12 pairs of cranial nerves that emerge from the brain stem. That's directly from your brain and exit your skull. They do not go into the spine. Okay, weird, huh? So there's a lot of life functions that happen directly off of your brain. Okay, so number one, these are numbered kind of on your sheet. So it's kind of nice. There's a little nose. So yeah, these nerves are sensory for olfactory function. And you know what that is? The good old stinky factory, right? That smell. Cool, cool, cool. So that's number one. The second one, these come in pairs, you remember. So pair two is optic, and that's going to give your sight, okay? Receiving information from your retina, and that's sensory as well. Most of these are, some of these are mostly sensory, some of these are mostly motor, some of them are sensory and motor, some of them are like almost all motor, but not quite. So it's not always so clear cut, but that's okay. Remember, they can be mixed nerves. Okay, so then you're looking at your face here. Number 5 or pair 5. Actually, look at all. They're not a pair. There's pairs, but there's a set of 3. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so it's a trifecta. They're all together. So we're gonna call them trigeminal. Okay, remember Gemini are twins. So this is 3 sets of twins. And that's considered the 4th or the 5th one. Sorry, yeah, I skipped to 5. I'm sorry. This is sensations in your face, scalp, and teeth, and then the most important thing, masseter, so that you can chew. Okay, chew your food sweeter. So where do I write this so I don't write on my poor Mr. Man here? Sensation in your face, scalp, teeth, and then function of masseter. So yeah, this is mixed nerve here. So you can chew. Okay. Let's go back down to or up to third one. This is kind of weird. It actually points to more than one of these muscles. Lots of these muscles are innervated by the third oculomotor, aptly named because most of your eye movement occurs through these sets of cranial nerves. Okay, so ocular motor. Okay, one of them was to raise your eyelid so that you can see out of your eye. Okay, but most eyeball movement occurs here and just, tracking things and going all over the place. Although there's others that share that, as you can kind of see. It also constricts the pupil, okay? Wow, I'm writing in pen, I just realized. That's dangerous. All right. Number 4, that's trochlear, okay? I found out that trochlear means pulley, and it's a weird one. This picture doesn't really show it, but it starts above, it starts below, then it like harnesses around a pulley, and then it goes and attaches here. So this is number 4, the trochlear, and because it's got like a pulley type operation that ends up pulling the eyebrow down. Okay, it's weird. All right, so number 4, let's see if we can fit on here. 4, trochlear. I wrote on the eyeball. I know, sorry. So it's Latin for pulley, and it moves your e-ball down. Here, I'll put pulley. So maybe that'll help you remember that. Adductions, yes, it says what it does, and it does what it says. This is number 6, so now we get to go to 6. We already did 5, trigeminal. And yeah, so it abducts the eye. So, you know how we are like, I'm being abducted by aliens. So it's kind of that movement, and it's kind of more to the side though. Yeah. When it translates with your eyeball. Okay. Facial, ew, that's number 7. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, see here, little guy there? That's nice. And he's facial because he does a lot. He has a lot to do with the face. Okay, so what does he do? A lot of your taste. 2/3 of your tongue. Okay, so the first 2/3 of your tongue. Okay, let's put tongue here. Also, your motor facial muscles for expression. A lot of your expression mostly going to happen through this guy, okay? Okay. And most of your salivary glands, too, okay? So you can chew, really need this to chew your food, kind of, you know, starts digestion in your mouth. Those salivary glands. Everything except for the parotid. That's, what did we decide that was? It's coming up. That's glossopharyngeal. That's, let's go to number 8 though, okay? 8 is your acoustic, you know, like acoustic guitar. It's making the resonating sound itself. It doesn't need any electric pickups. So yeah, hearing and equilibrium, because you got to know where you are in relation to all of those loops in your ears, okay? Got a trochlear part of your ear, I believe. Number 9, that's your glossopharyngeal. Okay, so that's cool. This is why we learned Roman numerals, right? And you're kind of familiar with the pharyngeal part of being the throat, but this one is also involved with taste, okay? So actually, it's just the last third of their tongue, which is just the bitter and some of the sour. Your glossopharyngeal is a little bitter about that. Maybe a little sour about that. Okay, so say taste here, and we'll say last 1/3 of tongue. Ooh, we're gonna have a hard time fitting this in. It's big time involved with swallowing and initiating swallowing. Okay, hard to swallow. Also, it's got that, I've got down here, yeah, parotid gland. So the parotid. What do I, oh, yes, parotid. I always mess that up. Okay. And actually some blood pressure and respiratory reflexes. Okay. Interesting, huh? Cool, cool, cool. So it's sensory and motor. Oh, also some cardiac reflexes. So yeah, we're doing a lot here that is really important for your body. Let's see, number 10. Yeah, I have a vague sense of queasiness in my stomach. Kidding. Vagus. It innervates, innervates your larynx to be doing some of the resonating for speaking. So it's sensory and motor though. So it's also sensory to that larynx. So yeah. Remember la 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 larynx. That's your voice. But it only assists with that. Okay, it doesn't do it all. Also cardiac and blood pressure. Do a little list here. And respiratory reflexes. So it's kind of going into or off of the brainstem. And peristalsis, so that your intestines will fully digest. So yeah, that's that vague queasiness. Kidding. Okay, peristalsis. It also works with the glossopharyngeal for the gag reflexes. Okay, so it assists in gag reflex. Okay. Yay. So your throat is involved. Your esophagus is involved with peristalsis and some gagging. Okay. And also, I heard something, I don't know, I maybe want to look it up. It's epiglottis taste. I don't know. Maybe I was misled here, but you can decide. Okay, question mark here. So epiglottis. Number 11 is accessory. We have accessories. There's fun. That's contraction of the neck muscles and shoulder muscles. So really, yeah, some motor, mainly motor, actually. So we gotta move those neck muscles. Interesting that, yeah, it doesn't go through the C-spine. Yeah. So it's probably a good thing because if you did break your neck, you could possibly survive. And then this one, thank God, this is the most important, speaking. Yeah, I need that. So yeah, motor to larynx, and we're doing our speaking here. Okay. Last but not least is number 12, and that's the hypoglossal. Here we go. So below there, the palate. Movement of tongue. There, that's important. It's important for helping initiate swallowing, to get the food in the back, I should say, actually swallowing what you're trying to. Your tongue assists big time and needs that. All right, so I hope you got some good reflexes. I hope you had good reflexes and got all these cranial nerves. Okay, so I always kind of picture it as some of the most basic life functions actually do come off through vagus nerve and some other nerves in the brain. So you remember in Doctor Who, that lady that was just kind of sitting there, they preserved her like brain, and she's like talking and everything. Like, I think of it that way, and stuff that she probably could have, done and stuck there on like a sheet of skin that they preserved. Okay, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's okay. I don't blame you. Okay, so actually, we're gonna talk about. Hang on. Oh, scheiße. Nope, that fell. Oh, there it is.